During World War II, a weapon appeared that most people would never suspect. At first glance, it looked like nothing more than an ordinary lipstick tube sitting inside a handbag. German guards could search a bag, check documents, even open small cases, and still miss it completely. Because hidden inside that tiny lipstick was a real .22 caliber pistol. A single-shot gun designed for one purpose: secret assassinations at extremely close range. British intelligence built it so agents could walk through checkpoints appearing completely unarmed. But if the moment came, that harmless lipstick could suddenly fire a real bullet. So how did engineers hide a working firearm inside something this small? And how did spies actually carry it past enemy searches without anyone noticing? During World War II, covert assassinations required hidden weapons. British agents operating inside occupied Europe faced constant searches. Railway stations, border crossings, and checkpoints inspected civilians carefully. Any visible firearm immediately exposed undercover operatives. A weapon had to remain completely invisible during inspection. British intelligence therefore studied disguised firearms for assassinations. The Special Operations Executive directed development of concealed weapons. Engineers examined ordinary civilian objects used during wartime travel. The chosen disguise eventually became a lipstick tube. Lipstick appeared in handbags throughout occupied European cities. Security guards rarely inspected cosmetic items carefully. This routine behavior allowed a weapon to hide successfully. While engineers built a tiny pistol inside cosmetic dimensions, the weapon became known as the lipstick pistol. Its purpose was secret World War II assassinations. Externally, the device resembled ordinary lipstick packaging. The cylindrical body matched cosmetic tubes sold during wartime. Its metal surface showed no visible mechanical parts. There was no exposed trigger anywhere on the body. There was no hammer or sight system visible. Nothing about the object suggested lethal capability. Inside the tube, engineers concealed a miniature firearm mechanism. The pistol fired a .22 caliber rimfire cartridge. This ammunition type allowed extremely compact weapon construction. Larger cartridges would exceed lipstick tube dimensions. The weapon therefore used a single-shot configuration. Only one cartridge could be loaded inside. But this limitation was accepted during the design phase. The device focused entirely on concealment and surprise. Internally, the weapon contained a short steel barrel. This barrel formed the forward section of the tube. Directly behind the barrel sat the cartridge chamber. Behind the chamber rested a spring-driven firing pin. The firing mechanism required no visible external trigger. Instead, the base of the tube rotated. Twisting the base compressed an internal striker spring. Further rotation released the firing pin forward. The firing pin struck the rimfire cartridge edge. The cartridge discharged through the concealed barrel. Because the barrel remained extremely short, muzzle velocity stayed limited. The weapon therefore lacked long-range accuracy. Its effective range measured only a few feet. However, assassination operations rarely required long-distance shooting. At arm's length, a .22 round remained dangerous. This close-range lethality satisfied operational requirements. Agents carrying the device could approach targets naturally. The weapon could remain hidden inside handbags or pockets. During security inspections, guards examined documents carefully. They searched pockets for weapons or suspicious objects. Cosmetic containers inside handbags attracted little attention. This allowed the lipstick pistol to pass unnoticed. Agents could transport the weapon through checkpoints safely. The pistol remained concealed among ordinary personal belongings. SOE distributed the device in limited operational numbers. Only certain covert operatives received this specialized weapon. Female agents frequently carried the lipstick pistol. Lipstick inside handbags matched normal civilian behavior. A cosmetic item raised no immediate suspicion. This disguise allowed assassins to approach targets closely. The operator could hold the object naturally. Observers would assume it was cosmetic lipstick. At the chosen moment, the base could rotate. The firing pin would release immediately. The tiny pistol could fire without warning. This sudden action allowed extremely close assassinations. Despite its concealment, the weapon had limitations. The pistol carried only one cartridge. There was no magazine for additional ammunition. After firing, the device required manual reloading. Reloading required unscrewing the tube assembly. Another cartridge had to be inserted manually. The tube then required reassembly before firing again. This process took valuable time during dangerous situations. Therefore, the weapon relied on a single decisive shot. Agents trained to understand these limitations clearly. They practiced firing at extremely close distances. Accuracy beyond several feet remained unreliable. The lipstick pistol was never intended for combat firefights. Instead, it served covert assassination operations only. Mechanical simplicity improved reliability inside the device. The internal mechanism contained very few moving parts. Fewer components reduced the chance of malfunction. Maintenance requirements therefore remained minimal. Keeping the chamber clean ensured proper operation. The .22 rimfire cartridge produced light recoil forces. Low recoil protected the delicate internal components. Even with limited power, the cartridge remained lethal. At contact distance, it could cause fatal injuries. This capability made the lipstick pistol operationally effective. The weapon demonstrated unusual intelligence engineering solutions. Instead of increasing firepower, designers increased concealment. A firearm hidden inside lipstick created surprise advantage. The disguise allowed the assassin to reach targets unnoticed. Ordinary pistols would fail during inspection procedures. The lipstick pistol succeeded by avoiding suspicion entirely. Its appearance allowed it to move through security barriers. In espionage operations, concealment often outweighed firepower. A hidden weapon could reach places larger guns could not. This principle guided development of the lipstick pistol. The device represented one of the smallest firearms ever issued. Despite its size, it remained a functioning pistol. At the barrel, chamber, and firing pin operated normally. Only the disguise differed from ordinary firearms. The weapon therefore combined cosmetics and engineering. Today, surviving examples appear inside intelligence museums. At first glance, they resemble harmless cosmetic containers. Visitors often mistake them for simple lipstick tubes. Inside, however, remains a real concealed firearm. The tiny pistol still reflects covert wartime engineering. It illustrates how intelligence agencies adapted everyday objects. A cosmetic tube became a weapon for secret assassinations. The design solved the problem of hidden firepower. Agents could pass inspections while carrying lethal capability. This small weapon served a precise wartime purpose. The tiny lipstick gun enabled covert World War II assassinations.